Good evening and welcome to the JCTV Game of the Week from Alumni Stadium at Thomas Stone High School. It's the Maryland Class 3A semifinals as the Thomas Stone Cougars host the Randallstown Rams. I'm Matt Volland along with Roy Yanish, and a bit of a surprise in this matchup tonight. Thomas Stone seeded number 3. They were expected to be here. Randallstown, meanwhile, Roy, seeded number 7, coming off a big upset win over Milford Mill, 14-6 in overtime. And I'm sure many of the SMAC fans aren't familiar with Randallstown. Let's get a little preview of the Rams.
Randallstown is from Baltimore County. They're a very athletic team, Matt. They have good team speed. They run the wing T similar to Westlake. You need to watch their quarterback, number 5, Archie Trader. He's going to be involved in a lot of their plays. They don't throw the ball very much, but when they do, they like to throw the long ball. A couple of other players to watch on defense are 2 linebackers who were second team All-Med in Baltimore, 48 Quan Mitchell and 40 Michael Bowie. They're very active. They love to blitz.
Talking to a reporter from the Baltimore Sun pregame, he said this is a very balanced Randallstown team. They're just as good passing as they are running. Not so for the Thomas Stone Cougars, primarily known as a rushing team, 11-0 right now. What will they do to continue their perfect season?
I think they run right at Randallstown. That negates Randallstown's quickness. Brian Sims, their big tackle, is back after missing 2 games. I think you run Marcus Whalen off tackle. On defense, Matt, I think you spy on the quarterback. You assign somebody to him. Don't let him take that option outside. Be careful of the play fake. Don't let Trader get a wide receiver behind you, because watching him in warm-ups, very strong arm. And the other thing that Thomas Stone has done in almost every game, Matt, excellent field position, because they have a great kicking game and a great special team.
Thomas Stone Cougars 11-0, Randallstown 9-2. One of these teams headed to the state finals. Stick around to find out which one. It's the JCTV Game of the Week. The Thomas Stone Cougars lost the coin toss tonight. Randallstown won and has elected to receive. Mike Finnemore, of course, kicking off for Thomas Stone. Back deep for Randallstown, Archie Trader, number 5.
Archie Trader is an all-purpose player, does a lot of things for this ball club.
The Maryland Class 3A semifinals underway. Trader takes it from the 5-yard line.
Face mask.
Wrapped up, dropped short of the 20, but a flag does fly.
Be a 15-yard penalty against Thomas Stone to open up the action here.
Good coverage, but a tough break on the tackle, as it is a face mask penalty.
We look for a backfield of quarterback 5, Trader, 28, Johnson, a wing back, 3, Adamaluyi.
Bear with us tonight. Light-colored numbers on the Randallstown jersey, the black pants, the white shirts, and the gold numbers. Kind of tough to pick up from the booth here.
Randallstown, a veteran team. This is their 3rd consecutive year in the playoffs. They lost a heartbreaker last year to Fort Hill in the semifinals.
Split backs behind Trader here on 1st down and 10.
Double
handoff coming this way.
Good pursuit by the defensive back. Flying up to the football, Marcus War, the defensive end, coming across the field.
Jabari Savage on the carry from that right wing.
Thomas Stone does very well on a lot of the east-to-west stuff. There you see 50 Pepper, 25 War, 2 Finnemore, 28 Johnson. Big Brian Sims, 73, in the lineup tonight.
2 wide out.
45, Stephen Pieper. Very good Thomas Stone defense.
2 wideouts here near side. Savage in motion far side.
Trader, very little. Farland, the finishing tackle. We'll see who had the initial stop. Was Charles Thomas, and that's the way you stop the option, Matt. You don't let it get started. They did not let Archie Trader get outside the end.
2nd down and 12, a 4-yard gain for the Rams, brings up 3rd and 8.
Thomas Stone defense giving up about 8 points a game.
Charles Smith, the one wide out here near side. Savage again in the slot far side.
Pass formation.
Looking for Johnson here in the flat. Makes the catch, hit by Finnemore and dropped.
Mike Finnemore, one of the very best defenders in the league, was right there.
A loss of 1 on the play, 4th down and 9, and Trader will drop back to punt.
The return man for Stone will be the dangerous Mark Johnson.
3 kickoff returns for touchdown on the season, looking to break a big punt return here. Trader's kick. Johnson fields it, now drops it, has to turn around, dives in, and does recover for the Cougars.
Johnson's lucky to get that ball back. He reached over his back and was extended, and that would have been a tremendous turnover for Randallstown if Johnson hadn't got right back on it.
Same way Thomas Stone started the game last week, exactly. Fumbled the ball on the punt return, but recovered. So the Cougars will start out 1st and 10 from their 27.
And we'll see if they run out of that formation they went to last week, the power I, with Whalen at the tailback, Finnemore the up back, Budenbender the quarterback.
Start out with a split backfield this time, Whalen and Finnemore. Anton Washington, the wide out far side. Phil Budenbender up under center. Thomas Stone's first offensive play. Give to Marcus Whalen. Gets up to the 30.
And Randallstown is coming after the quarterback. Harvey Brodnack's just leveled Phil Budenbender, so they're going to hit him on every play. Marcus Whalen, what Rich Callahan would like is Marcus Whalen to get about 150 yards rushing and break at least one long one, because that will control the ball and keep the Randallstown offense off the field.
Last 2 ball games against Westlake, he's averaged over 160 yards a game. Split backs once again. Timon Barnes, the wide out near side this time on 2nd down and 6. Fake to Finnemore, give to Whalen. Pops it outside, dives ahead, looks like he has the 1st down.
Randallstown likes to blitz almost on every play. Whalen showed you that speed he has, Matt, and that speed was good enough that this Thomas Stone runner was on the 4x100 meter relay team that was 2nd at the state 3A meet last year. So Whalen has some jets.
1st down for Thomas Stone from their 38-yard line. Washington, the wide out near side, now to the I formation. Now Budenbender splits the backs.
Randallstown committing everybody to the run.
Give to Finnemore this time. Whalen out there levels a defender, but Finnemore dropped for a loss.
And we have a flag on the play. Nice tackle there.
Looked like Jamal Patterson coming up to make the hit.
Very, very difficult to see the numbers. Matt, I thought I did see a flag, but we don't see any conference by the officials.
Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 12.
Randallstown will come after you. They'll bring blitzers from various points on the field. They commit 9, 10 men to the line of scrimmage.
Long snap count, give to Finnemore. Hit after a gain of 2.
Good closing tackle there. Looked like by 48. Quan Mitchell, their best tackler. Quan was the 2nd team All-Met performer. 140 tackles on the year. The Randallstown Rams. Their basketball coach, Matt, is Jim Dusty Rhodes, former assistant basketball coach at McDonough High School. Little trivia there for you.
3rd down and 10, Thomas Stone. Washington, the wide out to the far side. Split backs again behind Budenbender. First possession of the game for the Cougars. First pass attempt. Phil pulls it down, runs well short of the 1st down, but gets a gain of 6.
So Randallstown looks like they have held, and Thomas Stone will have their first Finnemore punt.
4th and 4 from their 46-yard line.
This Randallstown team has been ranked anywhere from about 2 to 3 in the Baltimore Sun Top 20. They're currently at number 2.
Finnemore stands at his 34-yard line. Trader, one of the deep men, back at the Randallstown 25.
Low line drive should be returnable.
Taken by Trader. Look for the handoff. Faked it, kept it himself, and
good special teams play. Didn't fool Marcus War at all.
Marcus War, a number change back to the old number 25. Brian Sims wearing number 73 back in action for the Cougars tonight.
This Randallstown team won 8 games in a row at one point during the season. Their 2 losses came to Chambersburg, Pennsylvania in a very early game. And then their bitter rival, Milford Mill, they lost 48-31, but they avenged that loss in the playoffs last week.
You're watching the JCTV Game of the Week, brought to you by Walmart of Waldorf.
Very tight formation. Big hole there.
17-yard run. They're on first down for Randallstown.
Number 11, Jabari Savage. The Rams' first down. Showed you their quickness.
First down for either team. Savage, the third leading rusher for Randallstown on the season.
Look how close the upbacks are to the line of scrimmage.
Johnson
very
in
tight
motion.
Formation, Matt.
Handoff to Savage again, this time sandwiched in the line and thrown down.
Good defensive penetration that time. Looked like Marcus War coming down from his defensive end spot. And Randallstown just got to get him blocked, Matt. There you see Marcus Whalen, Mark Johnson, 28, 40. Mike Farland, the leading tackler on this Stone team, been bothered by a shoulder injury most of the second half of the season, but hasn't slowed him down at all.
Loss of 2 on the last play, second down and 12. Savage in motion. He'll get the call again.
And Sims gets the call on Savage. Brian had that hip injury, did not play in game 9, did not play, in game 10, did not play in the playoff game, but he's back here tonight. Big addition.
Gain of 1, third down and 11, and maybe we'll see Archie Trader go to the air for the first time.
His 2 leading receivers are Gary Bates and Quan Mitchell.
See Bates, number 19, sprinting to the far side. Actually, he did complete a screen pass on the last series.
Mitchell comes over as the tight end here on the left side.
Johnson again in motion. Trader drops back under pressure, avoids the sack, throws for a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, that ain't going to get it done. Very safe pass, but Stone had it defended very well. 4:37 remaining in this fast-moving first quarter, and we have Marcus Whalen back in punt return position.
At the Cougar 26-yard line, Whalen does have a punt return for touchdown on the season.
Good high kick by Trader.
He'll get an opportunity here from the 22. Tripped up, knocked down at the 42.
But good return by Marcus Whalen. He just does so very much for this team.
20-yard punt return for Whalen.
But Trader did get some height under that. What you don't want to do is kick a line drive to Whalen and give him time to see the whole field.
So Thomas Stone will take over their second possession here of the first quarter. 4:12 left in a scoreless first quarter here in the Maryland Class 3A semifinals.
Thomas Stone, one of the few teams in the area with 2 runners over 1,000 yards in Fenimore and Whalen.
They're split in the backfield. Washington, the wide out here near side. Budenbender, slant pass. Morgan Fields makes the catch, got a first down.
And more. Good look, good pass. Damon Beal on the tackle. But Thomas Stone completes their first pass, and it goes for a first down. Fields had that big touchdown pass against Westlake.
Randallstown calls the timeout. 4 minutes, 5 seconds left here first quarter. You're watching the JCTV Game of the Week. First and 10, Thomas Stone in Randallstown territory at the 46-yard line.
Farland, the left end. Thompson, the center.
Fenimore, the running back. Gaping hole, Mike Fenimore, first down.
And more.
Nice block by Washington out there, and Fenimore takes it to the Randallstown 20.
I'll tell you what, if we could see that again, Marcus Whalen had a block on the linebacker that just blew him off the ball and enabled Fenimore to get the first down. Here's the replay, folks. Watch the block by the lead. Whalen just opens it wide up for Mike Fenimore, who dances down the sideline.
26-yard run by Fenimore, the deepest penetration for either team. First and 10 Cougars from the 20. Everybody packed in tight, split backs. Marcus Whalen gets the call and wrapped up and dropped for a 5-yard loss.
And a little dance by number 40. That's Bowie. Looks like 40.
Right.
Bowie on the season, 125 tackles. They love to blitz those two inside linebackers. There you see the Randallstown Rams. 54 Epps, their leading sacker. He has 6 on the season.
Maurice Neal, the wide out near side, on 2nd down and 15.
Stone in 4-down territory.
Give to Fenimore, spins out of trouble, dives ahead.
Quan Mitchell on the stop. Fenimore is so good at breaking that first tackle. And that's one of the gauges of any good runner is yardage after the first hit. And Fenimore does an outstanding job with that.
Give him 10 yards on that place, so it brings up 3rd down and 5.
One of the coaches, Matt, was telling me in school down the hallway, Mike Fenimore, one of the most unassuming kids in the world. But yet you put him on the football field or on the baseball diamond, Mr. Intensity.
He's lined up at fullback just ahead of Marcus Whalen. Fake to Fenimore, give to Whalen, huge hole.
Oh my
Whalen
goodness.
dives ahead, touchdown, Thomas Stone Cougars.
Whalen exploded through that hole. I mean, Marcus showed you he got some jets.
2 minutes, 32 seconds left here, first quarter. Thomas Stone strikes first and leads 6-0.
Good blocking by the interior of that line, too. There's the part of the Thomas Stone faithful, the winner of this game. Here's the replay, and watch Whalen explode right now. You're not going to get him. 205 pounds, and he could run like that. He's a Saturday afternoon player next year.
Farland to hold, Fenimore to kick.
Nice.
High snap, good hold by Farland. Kicks away, and it's good. The Thomas Stone Cougars have jumped ahead, 7-0 over the Randallstown Rams. You're watching the JCTV Game of the Week, brought to you by Walmart of Waldorf. Thomas Stone Cougars leading the Class 3A semifinal against Randallstown, 7-0. The Cougar Mobile rounding the track. Fans enjoying this quick start by the Cougars.
Randallstown knew they need to get a couple of big plays in this game, and this is a deep kick. Trader's going to have a return, though.
Had to leap to catch it at the 3-yard line. Maybe should have let it go in the end zone. In trouble at the 15 and dropped.
Jesse Turner, 31, slowed him down, turned him around, and then the help came. I've been so impressed with Thomas Stone's special teams, Matt, all year. They converge on the ball. They run to the football. They don't let you get a gap. They don't let you get an alley to break it loose.
And we talked about during the break what a great job this Thomas Stone offensive line is doing, opening up some huge holes, and there's the Randallstown offense.
Archie Trader looking for a play from the bench. The diminutive quarterback scored 14 touchdowns this year, rushing, and has thrown for 12 more. Wing T team.
Savage in the slot, motion on the offensive line, and that they look confused the entire time somebody from Randallstown jumped.
Illegal procedure, first penalty.
In the other 3A semifinal, the top seeds, Seneca Valley, winners of 37 games in a row, take on Damascus, a team familiar to SMAC teams. They beat Westlake in the state finals and beat Thomas Stone in their last playoff appearance.
Well, I think Damascus, Matt, has won some championships too. The best, Montgomery County is without a doubt the strongest county for football, high school in the state of Maryland.
Hand off to Johnson. Nope, they took it up the middle.
But very little happening there. This Thomas Stone line, not overly huge, but quick, play smart, get in the proper position, and complete tackles.
Taisi Adamaluyi on the carry. Lost a yard, so it's 2nd down and 16 after the penalty.
Charles Thomas, 53. Robert Pepper, 50. Farland, 40.
No wideouts this time. Running formation.
Brian Sims got that big mid on him and slowed him down. Right now, Thomas Stone is winning the battle of the trenches.
Short gain, but it's 3rd down and long for Randallstown inside their 10-yard line.
Randallstown has thrown 2 passes, completed both for relatively short yardage. You might see a draw play here or a quarterback draw deep in their own territory.
Charles Smith, the wideout here near side. Trader back to pass, under pressure, tripped up.
Safety.
And a safety for the Thomas Stone Cougars.
That looks like 45, Stephen Pieper. And Randallstown trying a dangerous play against this very quick Stone defense. And if we can see the replay, it sure backfired.
For Pieper, I believe his 2nd safety of the season. And Thomas Stone on top now, as you see, 9-0 here in the 1st quarter.
Here's the replay. Watch 45 come in uncontested with the ankle tackle in the end zone. Trader held the ball a little bit too long. You've got to take about a 3-step drop and throw. And you know the amazing thing, Thomas Stone's going to get the bladder right back.
Still 1 minute and 5 seconds left here in the 1st quarter. Thomas Stone 9, Randallstown nothing. Back deep, the dangerous trio of Fenimore, Whalen, and Johnson.
That Thomas Stone Cougar mobile has used a lot of tanks of gas this year, as Thomas Stone averages, what, well over 30?
Cruising again around the track. Short kick, end over end, taken by Johnson at the Cougar 42-yard line. Into Randallstown territory, tackled at the 38.
Good stop by Quan Mitchell, but Johnson just can explode. He can be within 2 steps full speed. And the Thomas Stone crowd smelling more points. They need another player on the field. I think they only have 10. Big 71 coming on the field, Mike Hawley. Tall, lanky right tackle. This line has blocked so well. 72, David Tall, a junior.
Officials timeout for an equipment problem, so that gives Thomas Stone plenty of time now.
51, Eric Robertson, the right guard. 61, Nick Thompson calls the signals from the line. Farland and Morgan Fields, the tight ends.
Make sure we get them all in there tonight. They're doing a tremendous job here in the 1st quarter of opening up holes.
Robert Pepper, the left tackle.
Whalen at fullback, Fenimore at tailback. Neal in the slot far side. 1st and 10 from Randallstown's 38. They'll give it to Neal. Avoids a tackle. Look at the blocking downfield. Tight ropes the sidelines. Now they'll say he stepped out.
Wow. That was close, but I think it was the right call, Matt. It looked like his spike was on the right sideline. But Randallstown focusing so much on Fenimore and Whalen. Neal was able to get 9 yards on that play.
Fenimore out there blocking along with 61, Nick Thompson, well downfield. And here's another look.
Yeah, they said he stepped out right at the hash right before that shot there.
2nd and short, split backs this time. From Randallstown's 29. Pitch to Fenimore, good penetration, outruns the defense.
No. Yep.
Yes, rounds the corner, down the sidelines, 1st down Cougars.
And we talked about how quick this Randallstown team was. Fenimore was just a little bit quicker. He made a little juke step into the line and then just went around and got another 1st down. Randallstown has to be amazed. All year they've been able to blitz and stop most of the outside running stuff. They haven't seen 2 backs like Fenimore and Whalen. They held the leading rusher in the state of Maryland, a kid named Mike Hall from Parkville High School, who has over 2,000 yards, to 90-some yards this year. And they thought they could slow Whalen down and Fenimore. They did
Run
that
blitz
time.
that time drops Whalen for a loss.
And that's Quan Mitchell. I am impressed with that linebacker. He's a senior, 6'1", 205. As we told you, second team All-Men in Baltimore as a junior.
Down to 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. Thomas Stone 9, Randallstown nothing. Cougars on the move again. Second down and 12 from the Rams' 32-yard line.
Very tight formation. Thomas Stone.
Josh Elkins, the wide out far side, split backs. Last play of the first quarter. Budenbender fakes to Whalen, under pressure, rolls, and is sacked back at the 30-yard line.
And that looked like Michael Bowie, the other one of the Blitz brothers. They're coming on every play, and you got to be cognizant and know where they're at.
That's the end of the first quarter. The Thomas Stone Cougars have jumped ahead 9-0 over Randallstown here in the Class 3A semifinals. You're watching the JCTV Game of the Week. Touchdown run by Marcus Whalen, a sack for safety by Pieper, and Thomas Stone leads 9-0 as we start the second quarter. Budenbender's pitch to Fenimore. Hauls it in with one hand. Dives ahead, but it was third down and 20.
They're going to see, are they within Fenimore field goal range? Still a ton of yards to go. That pitch was high, Matt, and almost Fenimore made a one-handed grab of that.
Fourth and 15 from the 25. I think probably a little bit out of Fenimore's range, so Stone will go for it. What's the play call here on 4th and long?
Marcus Whalen. But it's so tough to throw anything that's long developing because Randallstown's going to bring all their backers in, so it has to be about a three-step drop.
Fenimore wide out here near side.
You might be able to bust Whalen right up the gut.
Whalen.
There's no safety in the middle of the field, Matt. Whalen pass.
Whalen throws
Overthrows.
Too much air, looking for Timon Barnes. But give the Rams credit. They put pressure on Whalen, and he couldn't really hold on to it as long as he wanted to.
But Barnes had a step, but Whalen just couldn't set.
So turnover on downs. Randallstown takes over from their 25-yard line. Just underway here, second quarter. Thomas Stone looking for their first ever 12-win season. They're 11-0 right now.
Have a 9-0 lead.
Randallstown, again out of Baltimore County, coming in at 9-2.
A true wing T team. You can see the tight formation on the two wings.
Savage in motion. He gets the carry.
Good yardage for Jabari. He had 95 yards in a game against Milford Mill earlier in the season. Very balanced running attack for Randallstown. Savage has 500 yards for the season. Adam Aluyi has 650, and their leading rusher is 28, Devon Johnson, with 783 yards rushing. Spread it around.
All of them averaging over 8 yards a carry. Trader up under center here on second down and 2. Johnson in motion. Comes set in the backfield. Handoff, Adam Aluyi, he's got the first down.
Right up, power play, and Randallstown has their second first down of the ball game. There you see Mike Farland on the bottom of the pile. Mike Farland, the Thomas Stone statistics have him averaging 14 tackles a game. Very active.
The Randallstown offense scoring about 30 points a game on the season.
Giving up about half of that. Interesting formation, something that we haven't seen, that the backs that close to the line of scrimmage in Charles County and in Southern Maryland.
Savage breaks outside, has a Randallstown first down in Stone territory, knocked out at the 46.
The Randallstown most impressive drive of the ball game. Savage giving them a spark here.
And quite a few fans made the trip down from Baltimore, the visiting stands.
I think if you look over there, Matt, you'll see a lot of blue and gold. I think the Stone fans were filled. The Stone fans were here early and completely filled their side of the field, and I think some of them snuck over on the Randallstown side.
9 minutes, 51 seconds left here in the first half. Thomas Stone leading Randallstown 9-0 here on the Game of the Week. Thomas Stone defense called a timeout to try and stop this Rams drive. Let's see how they did. Pitch outside to Johnson. Dives ahead for a 3-yard gain.
Fenimore on the blitz, slowed him down. Johnson broke the arm tackle and got some positive yardage.
This is the deepest the Rams have been into Cougar territory at the 43-yard line.
They have shown all year, Matt, they can run the football. Even when they lost to Milford Mill in the regular season, they had 285 yards rushing. In their losses, it's been their defense that hasn't held up.
3 backs in the backfield here, 2nd down and 8. Handoff, the deep back, was that Johnson?
No, I think that was Adam Aluye. I think what they've decided to do is just line up in a power formation, go right at Stone, negate that quickness, and run right at him.
3rd down and 6 for the Rams. Trader's thrown for 1,000 yards on the season, but we've yet to see him stretch the field. Thrown a couple of short passes in the flats.
Here's that, I call it the elephant backfield again. Tight, 2 tight ends, very tight formation.
Johnson, the deep back again, but going nowhere this time.
Marcus Whalen, Mike Farland, Pimon Barnes, making sure there's nothing there. So Randallstown has their first decision. It's 4th and 5. You're on the Thomas Stone 41-yard line. We'll see what Coach Anthony Knox decides to do here. There's the replay, and Thomas Stone has very, very good outside contain.
Play comes in from the Randallstown sidelines. They will go for it on 4th down and 5.
They're down 9-0.
Johnson.
Are they just going to try to draw them offside, or are they going to run a true option here, Matt? We'll see.
Adam Aluye right behind Trader, the quarterback. Johnson gets the call coming from the right wing. Squirts through. 1st down, Randallstown.
Good call. Good block by the left tackle. Randallstown has their 4th first down, 3rd on this drive, and keeps the chains moving.
7:33 left here in the first half. Thomas Stone 9, Randallstown nothing.
The Thomas Stone coaches are spotting Brian Sims, trying to get him a little rest. They don't want him on the field the entire game.
1 wide out far side. Savage in motion. They
Penalty.
fake it to him. Trader looking to pass, but flags fly.
Normally, it's motion or illegal procedure. And Matt, when you run all this misdirection, that is one of the tendencies that a wing team has, is some illegal procedure penalties.
Now 1st down and 15 for the Rams. Adam Aluye right behind Trader. Johnson here near side. Savage in the slot far side. 1 wide out that way. They give it to Johnson.
Got 5, got 6, got 7 yards back. And they have found a spot running off their left tackle, who's doing a real good job of blocking, for some big yardage.
There's Johnson, number 28.
7 yards, so they're in 4-down territory, and 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Johnson, the 2nd leading scorer for the Rams, with 74 points on the season, 9 rushing touchdowns. 2nd down and 8. Inside the Cougar 30-yard line. Savage gets the call this time. Going in the same direction, though, Roy. You're right. They found something, but Farland...
They found Farland.
Put an end to it.
And that's one guy you can fool every once in a while, but sooner or later, he's going to get you. And he closed that hole very quickly.
Give Savage a gain of 1. 3rd down and 7.
Want to say congratulations to one of the Thomas Stone coaches, Dave Christophic, who's being married this weekend and not able to attend this game. And I'm sure Dave is heart is here with his team, defensive line coach. He's got to be happy. His team has a shutout thus far, but Randallstown has their first threat of the ball game, and Quan Mitchell jumps offside.
I thought you were going to say he's got to be happy because he's getting married, but
well, he's that too.
He's got to be happy because Stone's leading. You can see where Roy's mind is here. Penalty again against Randallstown, the second one. Here's they've gotten deep into Thomas Stone territory. So make it 3rd down and a long 12. From the Thomas Stone 33.
Savage has been their leading ball carrier. You see him lined up on the right wing there, going in motion.
Trader fakes to Johnson, rolling out, looking at pass.
Has an open.
Marcus Moore with the sack.
He had an open man, but there's just no time, no receiver. Big play by Marcus Moore. Boy, is he a versatile player too, Matt. As you said earlier in the broadcast, Brian Sims goes down, Marcus Moore goes and plays offensive tackle and does one heck of a job against Westlake.
Second sack of the game for the Cougars. One resulted in a safety. This one makes it 4th and 17.
Remember, Trader is the punter. The quarterback is the punter. We'll see if we have any trick plays here. Trader angling away from Whalen.
Bounces back to Mike Farland, who picks it up. Gets a gain of 2 or 3, but a dangerous bounce there for the Cougars.
Obviously, Trader was kicking the ball away from Whalen.
Thomas Stone will take over. 4 minutes, 23 seconds left here in the first half, and they'll have it at their own 20-yard line.
We have been really blessed with beautiful weather almost this entire football season. And for November, Friday evening, just beautiful, cool, crisp. Can't ask for better football weather.
One wide out far side for the Cougars. 1st down and 10. The give to Fenimore, and tough going over the right side of that line.
Randallstown has toughened up the last 2 defensive series, and they've taken away the dive. They were having trouble with that early in the game, but very little yardage. Thomas Stone would like nothing to get a 1st down and move the chains, keep the clock running, because they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Timon Barnes brought the play in from the sidelines. He comes wide to the near side. Fenimore and Whalen split behind Budenbender. 2nd down and 10.
Here comes the blitz, and it works.
Handoff just in time, gets it to Whalen. He dives ahead, looks like he's got the Cougar 1st down.
There's where the blitz burns you. Michael Bowie blitzed. He hit Budenbender, but Budenbender somehow slipped the ball to Whalen, and then that opens up a huge hole in the defense.
Close enough for a measurement.
I was watching the blitzer, thought he had him. Budenbender did a good job there. And it's the little things that a quarterback does when you have a running team to get the ball in the hands of the backs who can take the ball in the proper place at the proper time.
Stretch it out, and they'll be about that close. 3rd down and short.
Mike Farland coming over and talking to assistant coach Pye Dent to get a play on 3rd down.
There you see the situation. 2nd quarter here from Alumni Stadium. Matt Volland and Roy Yanish bringing you the Class 3A semifinals. The winner will travel to Byrd Stadium, the University of Maryland, for the state finals next Friday or Saturday. Whalen has the 1st down.
One SMAC coach told me this week, Matt, he said the blocking was okay last week for Thomas Stone against Westlake, but Marcus Whalen is so good with average or no blocking, he still gets 5 yards. He's got the strength, the leg drive, the will, and the intensity and the speed. That kind of says I like him.
And a lot of times he's got number 2 out there in front of him.
Yeah. And a bunch of guys on that offensive line that do a super job, too.
Whalen at fullback this time. Short gain on first down. Time ticking down, under 3 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Bowie with an assisted tackle. Bowie and Mitchell, the 2 inside backers for Randallstown, will make most of the tackles. The coaches want their defensive linemen to make contact and free up a space for the linebackers to blitz through.
Washington, the wide out near side. Finnemore back at fullback. Whalen at tailback on second and a long 9. Whalen hitting the backfield, but squirts free.
And you can see Quan Mitchell just shaking his head. He said, I had him, coach, for a 5-yard loss. He gets a yard gain. Well, should Randallstown kill the clock here, Matt? With 2:06 left, 3rd and 9, and maybe set up a punt return or a block punt try?
Well, they've used 1 timeout already, so
Yep.
just 2 remaining. They might want to save them here for a shot at one last drive to end the half. Got to hold the Cougars first.
They made it on 3rd and long last possession.
3rd and 8 this time.
Comes the blitz.
Fake to Finnemore. Fudenbender under pressure. Sacked.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult to take a 5 or 6 step drop, set, and look deep. They just bring too many bodies, and Stone is going to have to go to a shorter drop set here.
And now a Randallstown timeout. 45, James Foreman, I think, was the first Ram there. Pretty much take your pick. There were 3 of them in on that play.
Yeah, it's just, they're so quick, and they bring so many people, it's going to be tough to set and throw deep.
Here's
the
one more
replay.
look at it.
Look how many people. They bring 8, and there's, and there's 4 right there.
1:26 left here in the first half. 4th down and 20 for the Cougars when we come back. It's 9-0, Thomas Stone. Mike Finnemore stands at the 10-yard line to punt. Trader, one of those back deep for Randallstown, standing at the 43. Low snap. Finnemore, a good job just to scoop it up and get it away, and takes a Thomas Stone bounce out at Randallstown's 46-yard line.
And Matt, that's just a little thing, but Finnemore stops a disaster. Bad snap, he fields the ball, and gets off a fairly decent punt. Most athletes at the high school level would not make that play.
And now, instead of being 10 yards away from the end zone, the Rams are 54 yards away with 1 minute and 21 seconds left to go.
And they have had the same problem as Thomas Stone. They have not been able to take any kind of deep drops with Archie Trader because Thomas Stone's interior defense has been too quick for them.
Charles Smith wide to the far side. Devon Johnson out there as well. 1 wide out near side. Looks like a pass package, but they give it to Savage on the carry.
Keeps his balance.
First down to the Cougar 40.
Randallstown, their 5th first down. They have 1 timeout, 1:14.
Clock stopped as they move the chains, and the Rams right back up at the line of scrimmage.
That has been their best running play. Savage from the right wing back position going over the left tackle.
Gary Bates, the wide out here near side, the leading receiver for Randallstown. Johnson in motion, now set in the backfield.
There's a pass.
Trader going deep, throws downfield for Savage. 2 Cougars there, some contact, but no call.
There's a late call. They're going to call pass interference because the defender had his back turned. There's a guy standing. The official on top of the play did not make the call. The official from 40 yards away. But the defender had his back turned.
Sheard and Johnson both there defensively.
But which way are they going to call it?
Well, they're just going to walk back to the line of scrimmage, I guess, and mark it off.
We'll see if we can see a replay on that. And I think what they're going to call is the Thomas Stone defender did not play the ball, had his back turned. What a break for Randallstown. What a momentum change if they could get one in the end zone here.
15-yard penalty on the Cougars. First down, Randallstown at the 25-yard line. 57 seconds left here in the first half.
Randallstown, 1 timeout remaining.
Trader. Handoff.
Draw.
And there goes Adam Aluyi.
Good play.
Down inside the 10-yard line. Straight drop, reach around handoff. Trader kept dropping back. Nobody knew Adam Maluyi had the ball.
That's a play made famous by Chopticon in the Southern Maryland Athletic Conference, the wraparound draw.
Timeout on the field, but first and goal for Randallstown, and we had the pass interference queued up for a replay. Joe, do we still have that? All right, now we'll see if we can take a look at that during this timeout.
There's Trader's throw. There's the contact, but very close, very close.
But again, as you said,
Thomas Stone had double coverage, but the backs were turned. They weren't looking at the ball.
The official on top of it did not make the call. The one 20 yards away did, but looks like it might have been the correct call there. A little bump before the ball got there. So first and goal, Randallstown.
They're used to these tight victories. They won one of their games in OT this year.
Well, it's interesting. You look at the last two games, both against Milford Mill. One of them a 48-31 loss. Then they come back and beat them 14-6 in overtime.
And Trader threw to Quan Mitchell on 4th and 14.
Charles Smith, the wide out far side. From the 9-yard line, here come the Rams.
Trader switching to play.
Confusion in the backfield, but Trader looking to pass. Throws out, left flat, complete, close to the goal line.
Nice set, nice throw. Randallstown, 3 out of 4 passing.
Quan Mitchell making the catch.
Boy, could Randallstown climb back immediately into this ball game.
Still plenty of time. Clock stopped. 41 seconds left, and they've got it at the Cougar 2. Johnson deep in the backfield. He gets the call. Left side, touchdown, Randallstown.
Just off tackle. They have found their bread and butter, run right off of their left tackle, and it has worked very well for them. And they're right back in this game.
Johnson from 2 yards out. Thomas Stone 9, Randallstown 6.
There's the replay. Gets a good block from 66 Earl Wilson, the senior left guard.
Trader is the holder. I think that's Terry Wilson, the place kicker for the Rams. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up and good. Whole new ball game now. Just 37 seconds left here in the first half. It's Thomas Stone 9, Randallstown 7. You're watching the JCTV Game of the Week. Two-point ball game now. The penalty on the pass interference call, the big play of that drive. Johnson takes it in, and it's 9-7 Thomas Stone.
The kicker for Randallstown will be Jay Woodson. What they don't want to do is squib it directly like Westlake did to Marcus Whalen. Best thing they can do is kick the ball deep and play good coverage.
Whalen in the middle of the field, back at the 10-yard line. Woodson, squib
Pepper.
kick, covered by the Cougars at the 42.
Robert Pepper, a nice play. And Thomas Stone reeling a little bit here. They were up, pretty much handling the ball game, and Randallstown, nice drive there. With one timeout remaining, went 55 yards and knocked it in.
Thomas Stone made it look easy early, but Randallstown's defense is stiffened here. See what the Cougars can do with 35 seconds left. I formation, Finnemore at fullback, Whalen at tailback, Barnes the wide out here near side. Marcus Whalen fumbles.
Randallstown's got it. 54. Wilbert Epps, leading sacker on this team. Randallstown getting another chance. Now they have no timeouts remaining, but Trader can throw a couple of deep passes.
And they've got it at the Cougar 37-yard line. So something Thomas Stone's been able to avoid the past 2 weeks against Westlake, jumps up and bites them, the turnover.
They've got to be careful not to let Quan Mitchell get deep on them here. We'll see where Quan lines up. He's the tight end on the right-hand side.
One wide out far side. Savage Wide here to the near side. He's in motion. Double handoff. Pitch it back to Trader.
Looking for number 8 deep. 53.
Throws it across the middle of the field.
Look, see if there's a lineman downfield. There should be a flag. 70-something Matt was down the ball field.
Sims there defensively.
Yep. Double handoff. Pitch back to the quarterback. Look deep for, who was it, Charles Smith, but the coverage was okay there, and Trader tried to go to a dump-off receiver and got rid of it.
Second down and 10, 23 seconds left now, and
I may put another safety back there. They've got Farland and Whalen as their linebackers. Finnemore playing closer to the line of scrimmage.
Bates, the wide out here near side this time. Trader again.
Wraparound
draw. Cougars ready for it. They stuff it for a loss.
Mike Farland wrapped around that draw.
Pepper there as well defensively. Loss of 2 on the play. Going no huddle. With 5 seconds left, they have one more shot at it if they can get up to the line.
It's going to be very difficult to get this play
That's
off.
it. Time ticks down on the Rams. So a golden opportunity after the Whalen fumble goes by the boards, but a good comeback by Randallstown when it looked like they might get run right out of here. You see the halftime score. Thomas Stone 9, Randallstown 7. It's the Maryland Class 3A semifinals here on the JCTV Game of the Week.